Hello guys, my name is Emmanuel and this is my beautiful wife.
Miss Oma.
Alright, and we are the Emmanuel. So today we have a very important and exciting topic to look at briefly. Why wait on God, or what to do while you wait on God. We're going to say one or two things, and we believe God to speak to you. So babe, I'm going to ask you a question now.
Okay.
What do you suggest or advise people to do while they wait on God for their miracle, for their blessing? Because people are waiting on God for different things, probably waiting on God for their partner, for a business idea, for a strategy for the next level. So what advice or suggestion do you have for people who are waiting on God for one thing or the other?
Yeah, okay, I think that one thing we can do while we are waiting is to get closer to God. It's not a time to just, waste your time and say, oh, let me just while away this time, I'm waiting. It's a time to get closer to God. It's a time to understand God better. It's a time to be more intimate with God, know how God speaks to you. You know how He, when He speaks to you, you know how He speaks to you. It's a time to build more intimacy with the Holy Spirit. It's a time to seek God, because it's in that place of fellowship that He will drop ideas. He will drop strategies. He will tell you, okay, my daughter, my son, this is what you should be doing during this waiting season. I want you to go take that course. I want you to approach this person. I want you to make this person your mentor. I want you to read this book. I want you to read that book. So it's in that place of fellowship that God gives us ideas and strategies.
So there was something you said a moment ago when we were talking about this video. You said waiting period is not a dormant season. Can you unpack that?
Okay, what I mean by that is, like I said earlier, it's not a time to just say, okay, this is my waiting period. I don't have to do anything. God, you'll do it in your time. Let me just stay and just... It's not a dormant season. You are actively doing something. You are actively doing what God tells you to do, because there will always be an instruction. God will not leave you dormant. He won't leave you how would I put it, unoccupied. Or he will occupy you with something. He will tell you, okay, this is what I want you to do during this season while you are waiting for this. I want you to start doing this. So it is a time to seek God, know God for yourself, build intimacy with God. By so doing, He will definitely give you a word. He will definitely give you a promise. He will definitely give you a strategy, an idea, a wisdom for you to go through that waiting period.
Okay, how does the waiting period affect our character?
Okay, I think that is also a time for us to build character. The waiting period is a time where God works on us.
Okay.
Right. So, like as I've just said earlier, it's a time where God will tell you, okay, this is what I want you to work on. He will point out your flaws and tell you, if you keep doing this blessing that you are praying for, you will not be able to handle it well when it comes. So it's a time to build character in order to manage the blessing that is coming. It's a time to build capacity. It might be some people are probably waiting to go for the next phase of their ministry, and God is telling you, okay, there's this explosion coming. And if you're not prepared, you will not be able to handle it. So it's a time to prepare. It's a time to build capacity. God might tell you, okay, every day I want you to pray for 1 hour at least.
1 hour.
At least an hour. He might tell you, every day I want you to read this part of the Bible, study this person in the Bible. So it's a way of building capacity, building character. He might tell you, okay, this is the area of your life that is lacking. You are lacking in this fruit of the Holy Spirit. So I want you to begin to learn patience, learn kindness, learn gentleness. So it impacts our character.
Wow, that's so powerful. Thank you so much. Very insightful ideas. So what I learned from what you are saying is that in the waiting period, we get to know more about God. The whole idea is intimacy with God, to build intimacy with God. See, there was something that God told Abraham when Lot picked. When Lord chose the better side, God said to Abraham, I am your portion, your exceeding great reward.
Yeah.
So whenever you are working with God, understand that God is more interested in building intimacy with you.
Yeah.
And when you become intimate with God, you know exactly what to do.
Yeah.
Talking about Jesus Christ in the book of John, the Bible says he knew what to do.
Yeah.
He always knew what to do. So when you are in your waiting period, God will develop your character, prepare you, so you have strategies, so you have a divine direction. He will shape your character. He will prune you. It's going to be painful sometimes because the waiting period is painful. In your waiting period, your mates might get married before you.
Yeah.
They might get jobs before you. They might travel out of the country doing well financially, and God is sitting on you. And you are crying, you are asking questions, he's sitting on you.
Yeah.
Why? Because God is preparing you for something bigger than money, something bigger than car, something bigger than material thing. He's getting you ready to impact the world.
Yeah.
So what to do is wait on the Lord, build your character, develop, like she talked about capacity, build your competence, build excellence, so that when you step into that blessing, you're able to manage it. When you get married, you're able to stay in that marriage. Why?
Yeah.
Because you are prepared for it. I've seen many singles who don't read book on marriage. Like, you never read a book on marriage. You don't listen to messages. You don't go for counseling. Who are you trying to get married to? Who is going to marry you when you are not preparing for marriage?
Yeah.
So I think it's very important. Faith without work is dead. So prepare for the thing you are praying about. The waiting period is a time to build capacity, intimacy with God. So when the blessing comes, you can manage it.
Yeah.
Babe, do you still have something to say?
Okay, I just want to add one more thing. It's also a time to rest in God.
Oh, that's powerful. That's good.
Yeah, there was a season of my life when I was waiting to God for something, and God told me, just rest. Don't be agitated, because sometimes it might not be easy when you are like he said, when you're waiting on God, probably for marriage, and your friends are getting married, everybody's around you, and you're like, oh my God, he told me to wait, what's going on? When is it going to happen? So just rest in God.
Wow.
And it's important to get a word for that waiting season.
Yes.
There has to be a word.
Yes.
So that you hold on to that word. You say, God, this is what you said. I don't know what's going to happen, but I am holding on to this word. And you just rest in God. Don't be agitated. Don't be anxious, because when you are anxious and agitated, you might get out of the waiting season and just say, let me just do it my own way. God, I'm tired of this. You're waiting. So God is faithful. God is faithful, and he never forsakes anybody that waits patiently for him.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you. So it's good to get a word from God while you wait, because that's the word that will hold you and keep you and actually help you to ignore the distractions.
Yeah.
People will mock you. People will try to push you out of the waiting season. They will try to tell you about your biological clock is ticking. If you don't get married at the age of 30, 35, who else will marry you? Please wait on the Lord.
Yeah.
There's a blessing. The kind of blessing you get when you wait on God is totally different.
It is. Than when you do it your own way.
Than when you do it your own way. So finally, I just want to tell you something that Benny Hinn said. He said, if you push it, it's not God. Anything you are doing and you are pushing and struggling, trying to force it, is not God. When it's God, when you are rested, he will give you a strategy.
Yeah.
When you are rested, he will give you a means and a plan on how to do it. But if you want to do it your own way, he's going to ignore you and you'll make a lot of mistakes.
Yeah.
And you don't want to do trial and error. Just wait, let God speak to you, then you move.
Yeah.
All right. God bless you.
God bless you.
Thank you so much for connecting.
Thank you, guys.
We encourage you, share videos, and also subscribe to our channel. God bless you.
God bless
We're going to see you next time.
Thank you.
All right. Bye. Bye.